Hello.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You can all speak English? Oh,
Yes.
good.
It will be in English.
Yeah, it will be English. So I'll just a quick introduction about him. He is my spiritual master. And then he's a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, the founder of Hare Krishna movement. And Maharaj got he went into the Bhakti Yoga movement very early in his life. In 21 years in London, he joined the temple, and from that time, he was with this he tells many people about the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, about what is Bhakti Yoga, how to live a Krishna conscious lifestyle, about food, and this he mainly goes to China, and then they have somehow successfully made a lot of people who are interested in this philosophy. So his main area is China. He learned Chinese, of course, for that. Now he was telling, I wish I could have learned French because he studied in Scotland.
Studied French a little bit.
Yeah. So we have invited.
Everything.
Yeah. So we invited him for us here, but he has kindly agreed to come, even though we are a very small group here. So we are very thankful to my spiritual master. His name is His Holiness Bhakti Vigna Vinach Maharaj. And Maharaj, she is Cecil. You have met her last time. She comes regularly for a
We were just the two of us with my friend Mauro. When you came last year.
You met me here.
Yeah, but we were just only two people, yeah.
Okay.
Maharaj, would you mind you sit there?
Oh.
Because the Zoom and recordings, yeah, we can all turn this.
We
can all turn.
Okay.
Yeah, Simon, you can come in the frame on this. You can. Oh, sorry, Maharaj. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can all come closer. It's better. Closer is better. Because we are a small group,
Is this mic work?
Yes, Maharaj.
Really?
Simon set it up. Is this okay?
You even have a microphone now.
Vaishnavi, please turn the camera up a bit.
Okay.
To see Guru Maharaj. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah. A little bit. No, it's too much. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's okay. And right, please, or left. I don't know what is.
Right or left? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Taji. No.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Oh, now it's working.
Mataji, come here. It's okay. Please come, Mataji. It's okay. Katta and Maharaj, maybe little kirtan.
Oh, okay. Do you know some of the mantra? You've chanted Hare Krishna before, obviously.
Well, with Vaishnavi, her mantra lesson.
She has come once or twice.
Yeah, because of Leo, it doesn't really work for me, unfortunately. Because I have a son, I brought him with me, but he was quite small, and then he found it a bit long, and he would not could sit still for quite some time. It's not so convenient to do that with him. And at the time she does it, I'm always with my son.
Cecil, are some more are coming? Some more are coming?
Yeah.
Okay, so I keep the door open.
Yeah, it's better. We left the door also on the
down also.
And also one of my friends, she's coming only at the place where the notes are about to go to the
I keep the door open.
Yeah, great, thank you. Vaishnava, but people would need to declare. Yeah.
Your son's at school today?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I could choose the date of today. Vaishnavi is so nice. She said, oh, but when would it be convenient for you? And I said, well, Tuesday would be perfect. It's wonderful.
Do you have to collect him from the school? Do you wait for him outside the school, bring him home?
Actually, we're very close. He only has to cross the street, so he goes alone to school now.
Oh. How old is he now?
He'll be, yeah, he just got 8 in September.
Okay.
That's sad.
She's not in Jesus.
You are in the yours.
I knew the chair. Yeah. I can see comme je veux faire comme ça, mais pas plus bas. Là, voilà.
Bon, хорошо, soundcheck.
I'm leaving a space.
Soundcheck.
Yeah, better.
Something.
So,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. So we will have translation today.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you should go and sit there.
Go with some different bring the chair for me.
Yeah.
You can introduce also Matij.
Huh?
Introduce
Yeah.
our translator.
She is Chitrata. She is also a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. She is one of the first disciples here in Switzerland.
The remaining, yes.
Okay.
The remaining.
And then she is, maybe you should introduce a little bit more
Oui.
in French.
J'ai joint le mouvement en 75 pour les Français, franco-français. Et le temple était un tout petit temple, une maison en fait, petit aussi. Ensuite, il y avait plus de disciples, donc on a dû chercher un endroit plus grand. Et ça a été au château Banquet. Pour pas longtemps parce que c'était tellement cher qu'on ne peut pas rester. Ensuite, il y a eu des disciples plutôt qui venaient de la Suisse allemande. Et donc, tout a été déménagé en Suisse allemande, à Zurich et à Fribourg. Puis après, au Tessin, on a eu une ferme. Moi, j'ai déménagé aussi et j'ai été dans un temple en Italie et après en Angleterre. Et puis là, maintenant, je suis de retour depuis quelques années à Genève.
Mais à Genève, du coup, il n'y a pas de lieu vraiment.
Oui, si, chez Vaishnavi,
Oui, voilà.
il y a aussi les vendredis la salle souverain, vous connaissez peut-être. Mais il n'y a pas un temple proprement fait, oui, c'est clair. Non.
This is a very good mic actually.
Wonderful. So normally when I translate, I don't look anyone particularly because I have to concentrate on the words. It's not anything personal.
You got very equipped, Vaishnavi.
Our disciples, they won't let me if I don't record. We missed 2 recordings when he was giving the lecture in the Zurich temple, so they are really upset.
Hare Krishna. What time is it now, Van?
It's 10:49.
Oh, we can begin then.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Some, kirtan.
Mhm. So usually we like to begin with a little kirtan.
Normalement, on commence toute notre session avec un petit kirtan. Si quelqu'un ne sait pas ce que c'est, je peux expliquer. Mais je pense que tout le monde sait ce qu'est un kirtan.
Non, c'est mieux d'expliquer.
Oui. C'est le chant des saints noms de Krishna ou alors des chants qui se rapportent à la vie spirituelle et qui purifient l'atmosphère.
So kirtan is transcendental sound vibration. And transcendental sound vibration awakens our spiritual consciousness.
Donc dans le kirtan, il y a des vibrations spirituelles. Et ces vibrations, je n'ai pas suivi parce que j'avais I didn't hear the end of your sentence.
I said it awakens our spiritual consciousness.
Et ça nous réveille notre conscience spirituelle.
So we chant the Maha-mantra, very simple mantra, only 3 words, Hare, Krishna and Rama. Krishna meaning the all-attractive, Rama, the reservoir of pleasure, and Hare, the spiritual energy.
Alors ce Maha-mantra, c'est le mantra qu'on va chanter, est composé de 3 mots, Hare, Krishna et Rama. Krishna, ça veut dire le plus attirant. Rama, c'est le plus puissant, powerful. Et Hare, c'est aussi la puissance interne de Krishna.
So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please repeat after me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So we find the mantra, it can be chanted in different ways. You know, one way which we chant is, well, we have beads and we chant on beads, and when we're alone individually, we'll chant on the beads.
Il y a différentes manières de réciter, de chanter ces saints noms. Une des manières, c'est de les réciter pour soi sur un chapelet, sur des petits grains de chapelet.
Yeah. Simple beads like this, you know, there are 108 beads on a strand, and one bead is the Krishna bead, and there's 108 other beads, and we chant the mantra on each bead.
Ce chapelet est composé de 108 perles et on récite ce mantra en entier sur chaque perle.
So, you know, devotees regularly and on our own, we will chant every day on the beads. Every day, we'll make a program.
Donc, tous les jours, on récite ce saint nom sur ce chapelet. Quand on arrive vers la grosse perle, elle représente Krishna et on retourne dans l'autre sens.
And when we're together, we chant kirtan. We do what is called kirtan. This is what we call japa. But when we chant together, when we're together, we sing. This is called kirtan.
Donc, le chapelet s'appelle la récitation sur le chapelet s'appelle le japa. Et quand on le chante tous ensemble, avec des mélodies, ça s'appelle le kirtan.
And when we do kirtan, we use these kartal. And we have other instruments. Sometimes we play the drum, and we have also sometimes play harmonium.
Donc on a des instruments quand on joue le kirtan, ces petites cymbales qui s'appellent kartal, une sorte de tambour indien qui s'appelle le mridanga, drum, et aussi l'harmonium, un harmonium à bras, on est par terre.
And you can also clap your hands. And we do a very simple beat, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
On chante souvent en tapant des mains aussi, avec le rythme de 3 temps, sur 3 temps.
And we just chant. So I'll sing the mantra, and I'll sing first, and then you can repeat.
Donc en général, il y a toujours un leader qui chante et la congrégation répète derrière.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So this is the awakening of our spiritual consciousness.
Ça, ce chant, c'est le réveil de notre conscience spirituelle.
We have material consciousness, which means consciousness of the body. But there is also spiritual consciousness, which is in connection to the soul.
On a une conscience matérielle qui est la conscience corporelle du corps, et on a aussi une conscience spirituelle, la conscience de l'âme.
In the practice of yoga, we understand more about the soul.
Avec la pratique de yoga, on étudie la nature de l'âme.
The body is temporary.
Le corps est temporaire.
The body takes birth, the body grows, and one day it will also perish.
Le corps prend naissance, le corps grandit, et un jour il va
But
cesser.
the soul is eternal.
Mais l'âme, elle, est éternelle.
So in yoga practice, we want to understand more about ourself. We want to practice self-realization.
Donc par le yoga, on peut étudier, on peut pratiquer le réveil de notre conscience spirituelle.
We know about the body, we're very much aware of our physical body, but we don't have so much knowledge about the soul.
On connaît beaucoup de choses sur le corps, on connaît, on étudie beaucoup le corps, on connaît beaucoup de choses sur le corps, mais pas grand-chose sur l'âme.
So the Bhagavad Gita is a book which we read a lot. It tells everything about the practice of different kinds of yoga.
Un livre que l'on étudie beaucoup, énumère et étudie beaucoup de formes de yoga.
Bhagavad Gita. Gita means song, and Bhagavad means the song of the divine, the song of Bhagavan.
L'étymologie du mot Bhagavad Gita signifie le chant, le song, le chant, chanter, et Bhagavad vient du mot Bhagavan, c'est-à-dire l'absolu, le suprême.
So Bhagavad Gita is taken from a book called Maha-mantra. Mahabharata means it's the ancient history of the world.
Donc la Bhagavad Gita est un chapitre d'un immense livre qui s'appelle Mahabharata, qui explique l'histoire du monde, l'histoire du monde.
So Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna.
Et la Bhagavad Gita est une conversation entre Krishna et Arjuna.
And Krishna is explaining the different levels of spiritual knowledge to Arjuna.
Et Krishna explique les différents niveaux de réalisation spirituelle à Arjuna.
And he begins by explaining the difference between the body and the soul.
Et il commence tout de suite en expliquant la différence entre le corps et l'âme.
Krishna, this body is like a dress because the body is changing.
Ce corps il explique que ce corps est comme un vêtement, pardon. Et comme un vêtement, il peut être changé.
The body, we take birth, you had a baby's body. We grow up. We have the young woman's body, young man's body. Then we get old. We have the old person's body. One day also the body dies.
On commence par avoir un petit corps de bébé qui grandit. Ensuite, on a un corps de jeune homme, jeune fille qui prend de l'âge, qui devient un corps d'homme mûr, de femme mûre. Et ensuite, on a un corps d'hommes plus âgés et de femmes plus âgées aussi.
So
Et ensuite,
In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is explaining like this, that the body is like the dress. Just like I have this dress, I can change the dress. You're wearing winter dress, in the summer you come in a different dress. The dress changes, but the body is the same, but the dress changes.
The soul is the same, you mean?
Yeah, but our body, physical body,
Oui.
with the dress.
Prenons une comparaison. Bon, si nous-mêmes, dans ce corps, on prend un manteau en hiver quand il fait froid, une robe plus légère en été quand il fait chaud, mais nous-mêmes, le corps à l'intérieur, c'est toujours le même.
So the same way, the body changes, but the soul is the same.
Et un peu plus profond, on peut voir qu'en effet, ce corps change aussi, mais l'âme à l'intérieur, elle reste toujours la même.
So the practice of mantra meditation is to awaken our soul, to awaken our spiritual consciousness.
Donc le but du yoga, c'est de éveiller cette conscience spirituelle.
Just like when you wake up your son in the morning to go to school, right? You have to wake him up, you have to call him. He won't wake up on his own.
C'est quand si vous avez un enfant et qui doit aller à l'école le matin, des fois vous devez un peu insister pour qu'il se réveille, il ne va pas vouloir se réveiller tout seul, tout de suite.
The sound, even our own self, we wake up, we hear the alarm clock and we know time to get up. The sound wakes us up.
Et nous-mêmes, on se fait réveiller par un réveil matin.
So the same way sound, the transcendental sound vibration of the Maha-mantra awakens our spiritual energy within us.
Parallèlement, similairement, de la même manière, les sons spirituels ont le pouvoir de réveiller notre conscience spirituelle.
And we realize ourselves not just as the body, but as a soul living in the body.
Ce qui nous permet de réaliser que nous sommes une âme qui vit dans un corps.
Just like you live in an apartment, you don't become the apartment. We live in the apartment.
De la même manière qu'on habite un appartement, c'est pas parce qu'on habite un appartement qu'on devient l'appartement.
In the same way, we are living in the body.
De la même manière, on habite le corps.
Our soul, we are all souls and we are living in a body.
En fait, nous sommes des âmes et nous habitons un corps.
In the Bhagavad Gita, it's explained that we have had many bodies.
Et dans la Bhagavad Gita, on apprend qu'on a en fait habité beaucoup de corps différents.
We don't remember all the different bodies we've had in previous lives.
Nous ne nous souvenons pas des différents corps que nous avons habités dans nos vies passées.
But we should understand the nature of the soul is eternal, and we have had many bodies in the past.
Donc nous devons comprendre que notre nature est spirituelle et que nous avons eu beaucoup de corps matériels dans le passé.
And in the future, we can go on taking many bodies.
Et on peut continuer comme ça dans le futur à avoir un corps après l'autre.
But yoga is to liberate us from the material body.
Mais le yoga nous permet de nous libérer de cette obligation de devoir prendre un autre corps.
To go beyond birth and death.
Aller au-delà de la naissance et de la mort.
A material body means you take birth and one day you die. And then you take another body, again you take birth. And then again, ultimately also die.
Obtenir un corps matériel implique qu'on devra le quitter en mourant. Et en mourant, on est quasi sûr de devoir reprendre un nouveau corps matériel et ainsi de suite.
The yogis want to go beyond birth and death.
Donc le yogi désire aller au-delà de ce cycle de mort et de renaissance.
We can do it very easily by the power of mantra meditation.
Et ceci peut être obtenu, réalisé par la simple méthode du chant du mantra.
You may say, well, I don't mind taking birth again and again.
Bon, on peut dire, bon, ça m'est égal de reprendre naissance et de continuer à prendre naissance.
But we should understand, now we have the human body, next life we may not get the human body.
Mais on doit être conscient que dans cette vie, on a un corps humain, mais ce n'est pas du tout dit que dans la prochaine, on aura toujours un corps humain.
Because there are souls in many different types of bodies.
Parce que les âmes habitent des corps très différents.
Just like the tree also has a soul.
Les arbres aussi ont des âmes.
And animals, they also have a soul.
Les animaux, pareil.
The birds, the fish, the plants, they are also soul.
Les oiseaux, les poissons, les plantes, tous elles sont habités par les âmes.
We're very fortunate to have the human body.
Et nous avons la grande chance d'habiter un corps humain.
But the human body is meant for cultivating knowledge, spiritual knowledge.
Cultivating. Et le corps humain a finalement le but, la révélation, le révélation, c'est de pouvoir réaliser cette nature spirituelle.
And that begins by inquiry. We need to ask, who am I?
Donc ça commence par s'enquérir de savoir qui je suis.
That's the first thing, to understand our identity.
C'est la première étape de comprendre notre réelle identité.
We often think, oh, I know who I am. That's me in the mirror, But that's only the body. It's not really the self.
Et on dit, bon, ben moi je sais qui je suis, regarde, je suis là dans ce miroir, c'est moi. Mais ça, c'est simplement le corps qu'on voit.
The body is just the dress. We say, my hand, my leg, my body. But who owns these things?
On dit fréquemment ma main, mon œil, mon bras, mais qui est le propriétaire de ces mots?
Who is the owner, the proprietor? That's the person. That is the soul. We are all souls in the body.
Et le propriétaire véritable, eh bien c'est l'âme, c'est notre être véritable.
And the soul is not animal, it's not plant, it's not human.
Donc nous ne sommes ni un animal, ni une plante, ni un humain en fait.
There are many different bodies, different forms of life.
Il y a tellement de formes de vie différentes.
And the human form is the highest. We have the highest consciousness.
Et la forme humaine est considérée la plus haute parce que c'est elle qui a la forme de conscience la plus haute.
We have the ability to inquire, to understand, who am I?
Et cette habilité à se poser des questions, de savoir qui on est.
And once we understand when we ask who am I, we should think about, where am I going?
Et une fois qu'on a compris qui on est, on doit se poser la question de savoir où je vais avec ce corps.
Just like nowadays, if you drive a car, everybody has a GPS. They use this GPS to tell you where to go because there's so many new roads, and maybe in a town you don't know the place, you don't know which way, so you got the GPS.
Donc, comme quand on est dans une voiture moderne, on a un GPS qui nous permet de rouler en ayant quelqu'un qui nous guide, même dans une ville qu'on ne connaîtrait pas.
And the GPS will say, in 50 meters, take a right turn, and your destination will be on the left.
Et le GPS peut nous dire, voilà, dans 15 minutes, tu vas tourner à droite et vous allez arriver à destination.
But you have to know where you want to go. You have to tell the GPS where you want to go.
Mais le GPS a besoin qu'on lui dise où aller, où on veut aller.
The same way, we're in this body. We're in the body. We have to know where do we want to go.
Notre corps, pareil, il faut qu'on sache ce qu'on va en faire et où on veut aller.
Do you have any thoughts where you'd like to go?
Est-ce que vous avez une idée d'où vous voulez aller?
We have to think, because now we're in the human body, but we may say, well, I would like to go to America. You may think US, I don't know why you'd want to go to America, but some people think, I'd like to go to America. But go to America, you may become a fly in America, or a bird in America, or a dog in America.
On peut imaginer, bon, moi je sais que ce que je vais faire, je vais aller en Amérique. Mais il est possible qu'on y arrive, mais dans un corps de mouche ou de fourmi ou de chien.
And even if we become a person, you have a human body in America, still it's temporary. How long will you live there?
Mais même, imaginons que oui, on arrive en Amérique dans un corps humain, mais encore une fois, ça va être temporaire.
So this is the nature of the material life.
Ça, c'est la nature du monde de la vie matérielle.
It is temporary.
C'est temporaire.
And it's not always happiness.
Mais il n'y a pas toujours du plaisir.
Are you happy all the time, every day, every moment?
Êtes-vous heureux chaque jour, chaque moment de votre vie?
No, we would like to be happy all the time.
On aimerait bien, mais c'est pas toujours le cas.
But the nature of our body does not allow us to be happy.
La nature même de notre corps ne nous permet pas cette performance d'être toujours heureux.
Because we have a mind also. And even our body may be healthy and fit, but our mind is not peaceful.
Parce qu'en plus du corps grossier matériel, on a un mental aussi. Et ce mental n'est pas toujours paisible.
We have a lot of anxiety about things.
Ce qui nous amène pas mal d'anxiété sur toutes sortes de sujets.
If the anxiety may not just be about us, it may be about our family members. Oh, I'm worried about my mother. I'm worried about my husband. I'm worried about my child. So many things cause us anxiety.
Donc, il y a aussi toutes sortes de perturbations mentales qui peuvent être dues c'est parce que on pense à sa famille, à son père qui est peut-être malade, à sa mère, et les gens qui sont autour de nous.
So how to overcome all of this anxiety? The chanting of the Maha-mantra is a very special medicine which helps to give us relief from all kinds of anxiety.
Et là encore, le chant du Maha-mantra nous aide à surmonter toutes ces difficultés, toutes ces difficultés, ces malheurs, ces problèmes.
The chanting of the Maha-mantra, man means the mind, and tra means to free. So the sound vibration of the mantra frees the mind from all the anxiety.
L'étymologie du mot mantra explique que le man, ça veut dire le mental, et tra, ça veut dire la libération. Donc, en récitant le mantra, on libère son esprit de toutes ses préoccupations.
When we begin to chant, then we forget about the body. We give up the material consciousness. Our consciousness is awakened, comes to the spiritual platform.
En chantant le mantra, on libère le corps et le mental qui arrive à aller sur un autre
Long.
non, merci.
So by nature, we are all souls. This is the first step in spiritual knowledge, to understand that I am not the body, I am a soul.
Donc, le premier stade de réalisation, c'est de réaliser que nous tous, nous sommes des âmes spirituelles.
And so for the soul, there's no birth and there's no death. We're eternal souls.
Et en tant qu'âme, nous ne sommes pas soumis à la naissance et à la mort, et on est éternel.
And so what is death is just simply a change of body.
Et la mort, ce n'est qu'un changement de corps.
As I said, we've had many bodies in the past, and in the future we may go on taking many different bodies.
Bon, comme on l'a dit au début, on a déjà eu beaucoup de corps, et on en a peut-être encore beaucoup devant nous.
We have to think, where do we want to go?
Donc, c'est judicieux de se poser la question de savoir où on veut aller.
So the yogis understand there's another world beyond this world, a world where there's no birth and no death.
Et donc les yogis comprennent.
Il y a un autre monde.
Merci.
Il n'y a ni la mort, ni la naissance.
Very good. And we want to go there. The yogis, they like to go to that place because in that place there is eternal knowledge and happiness.
Et donc les yogis veulent atteindre cet état parce qu'ils savent bien que dans cette condition, il n'y aura plus ni de mort ni de naissance et ce sera la connaissance éternelle.
Of course, there are different processes of yoga, different paths of yoga.
Bien sûr, il y a plusieurs chemins qui amènent au yoga, plusieurs différents yogas.
There's yoga of action, there's yoga of knowledge, and we are practicing yoga of devotion.
Il y a le yoga de l'action, le yoga de la connaissance, et nous pratiquons le yoga de la dévotion.
The yoga of devotion is what is called bhakti yoga. Bhakti meaning devotion.
Le yoga de la dévotion, ça s'appelle le bhakti yoga.
A bhakti yoga process is based on the beginning is basically hearing and then chanting.
Et la base de ce yoga, de ce bhakti yoga, tout d'abord passe par l'écoute et ensuite le chant.
And we hear from books like Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is speaking knowledge to Arjuna.
Et nous écoutons d'écritures comme la Bhagavad Gita, où Krishna parle à Arjuna.
We like to hear. We all have two ears. And the ears, our eyes close, but our ears, they're always there. They're always functioning. We're hearing constantly.
Et en parlant d'écoute, nous avons donc deux oreilles qui nous permettent de toujours entendre et écouter. On peut fermer les yeux, mais c'est difficile de fermer les oreilles, de les boucher. Ça non plus c'est fort.
So we use our ears for hearing. And when we hear, the tendency is you hear something, it goes in one ear, goes out the other, we forget.
Malheureusement, ce qui se passe souvent, c'est qu'avec une oreille on écoute et de l'autre, ce qu'on vient d'écouter ressort.
But when we hear transcendental knowledge, we want to hear so that it goes to the heart.
Mais quand on écoute des connaissances spirituelles, ça entre et ça va directement, on essaie en tout cas à ce que ça rentre dans le cœur.
And that knowledge, that spiritual sound vibration, when it enters into the heart, then it will purify the heart. It will awaken the spiritual consciousness.
Et ces vibrations sonores, une fois qu'on les a écoutées et intégrées, elles descendent dans le cœur et là, elles restent et elles spiritualisent notre conscience.
And by bringing out the spiritual consciousness, the material qualities in the heart will be purified.
Et ainsi, une fois que ces vibrations spirituelles s'installent dans le cœur, les vibrations et les matérielles, on dirait les vibrations matérielles, ça disparaissent petit à petit.
The dirt in the heart are things like lust, anger, and greed.
Ce qui compose les vibrations, matérielles, la saleté en fait qui pollue notre cœur, c'est la convoitise, la luxure, et le troisième, la colère, ouais, ça c'est.
Yeah, three things, very, very nasty things. Lust, anger, and greed.
Les trois choses plus importantes à combattre en fait, c'est la convoitise, la luxure et la colère.
In the Bhagavad Gita, it is described that these three things are gates into hell, and every sane person will want to avoid them.
Dans la Bhagavad Gita, il était décrit que des personnes, ces trois qualités, défauts, disons, sont les portes ouvertes à l'enfer et qu'il faut essayer de s'en débarrasser.
And so this is one benefit from chanting of the Maha-mantra, that it helps us to get rid. It has that potency that the power of the mantra removes these things from the heart. It removes the anger, the lust, the greed.
Et le pouvoir du Maha-mantra, c'est justement bien de débarrasser le cœur de ces trois tendances négatives, de se débarrasser de la luxure, de la convoitise et de la colère.
And in this way we can actually become peaceful.
Et ainsi, atteindre la paix.
And without being peaceful, we can never be happy.
Et sans atteindre cette paix, on ne peut jamais être tranquille.
And you should generally, we all want to be happy. We would all like to be happy. So how to get actual real happiness?
On veut tous le bonheur, on cherche tous à être heureux, mais comment atteindre le vrai bonheur?
Some people think, oh, if I have a lot of money, I will be happy.
Certains pensent qu'avec beaucoup d'argent, ils vont pouvoir être heureux.
Or I should have the most perfect companion in life, I will be happy.
Je dois trouver la compagne, le compagnon idéal, comme ça je serai heureux dans la vie.
I should have no problems.
Pas de problème, non.
But the nature of life in this world is there will be problems.
Mais la dure loi de la vie est qu'il y aura des problèmes.
We cannot avoid the
On ne peut
problems.
pas les éviter.
Just like now is winter. We could say winter, or becomes winter, it's a problem, the cold.
Par exemple, on arrive tout doucement vers l'hiver. On peut dire, oh, ça c'est un problème, c'est vraiment un gros problème, il va faire froid.
For some people, summer is a problem. It's too hot.
Pour certains, c'est l'été qui est un problème, trop chaud.
We have to learn tolerance.
Mais dans les deux cas, il faut apprendre la tolérance.
So in the Bhagavad Gita, it is explained, we have, just like we tolerate the heat and the cold, we have to tolerate happiness and distress.
Et dans la Bhagavad Gita, il est dit que justement, comme comme on est obligé de tolérer le froid de l'hiver et le chaud de l'été, on est obligé aussi d'accepter le bonheur et le malheur.
And we develop tolerance by chanting Maha-mantra.
Et aussi avec le Maha-mantra, on arrive à développer la tolérance.
So we are requesting all of you, you kindly consider how you can also chant this Maha-mantra.
Donc on vous demande de pouvoir considérer le fait de chanter ce Maha-mantra.
There are no special rules in the chanting. It can be done any time and any place.
Il n'y a pas des règles fixes pour chanter ce Maha-mantra. Il peut être chanté à n'importe quel moment, à n'importe quel endroit.
It can be done by young people or old people, men or women.
Il peut être chanté par des jeunes, des vieux, des hommes, des femmes.
Now, usually mantras are given by a guru,
Normalement, le mantra est donné par un gourou.
but this mantra is given without initiation.
Et ce mantra-là est donné sans initiation.
Other mantras you should be initiated, but this mantra don't need initiation. Anybody can chant.
Beaucoup d'autres mantras sont disponibles par une initiation. Mais celui-ci, non. Il peut être chanté par n'importe qui.
And if you chant, then you start to see, you start to feel the change, how it awakens our consciousness.
Et en le chantant, on peut se rendre compte des progrès et des changements qui s'opèrent en nous.
Sometimes people say, well, I still have bad habits, I do things, I know they're not very good. For example, I still eat meat and I still smoke cigarettes and I drink alcohol sometimes, these things. So we may think, oh, I'm not really pure enough to chant the mantra.
De temps en temps, des personnes qui commencent à chanter, mais se rendent compte qu'ils ont quand même encore leurs mauvaises habitudes de fumer, de boire, de manger de la viande, on a dit tout ce qu'il ne faut pas faire, quoi. Eh bien, on peut quand même continuer. Il n'y a pas besoin d'être... Le prérequis n'est pas d'être assez pur pour chanter. On peut chanter même si on n'est pas encore dans la perfection.
But this mantra is so powerful that even though we have bad habits and do these kind of things which are not very good, that still the mantra can take effect.
Donc, même si on a encore plein de défauts, le mantra est quand même opérera quand même.
So this is our own experience with chanting the Maha-mantra, and we're encouraging all of you. You like to experience a little awakening of spirituality, then you can do it very easily by regularly chanting this Maha-mantra.
Donc, on peut inviter tout le monde à expérimenter la récitation de ce mantra et pouvoir vérifier les différents sentiments et les différentes sensations qu'on découvre en le chantant.
And you like to understand more about this science, this process of yoga, self-realization, then you can read about it in ancient scripture called the Bhagavad Gita.
Et si vous voulez découvrir un peu plus sur ce sujet, vous pouvez lire les écritures qui en parlent, telles que la Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita is spoken originally in Sanskrit.
La Bhagavad Gita, ce chant du Seigneur, en fait, a été récité en sanskrit.
Just like our mantra, the Hare Krishna, these are Sanskrit words. It's a Sanskrit mantra.
Comme le fameux Maha-mantra qu'on récite, le Hare Krishna mantra, c'est aussi un mantra qui est écrit en sanskrit.
So Sanskrit is the mother language. It's the mother language of the world. All ancient languages like Greek and Roman and so on, they all come from Sanskrit.
Le sanskrit, c'est la mère de toutes les langues, aussi bien le grec, le latin, le russe aussi, hein, je crois. I'm thinking the Russian as well, right?
Yeah. All the languages of the world, they have their roots in Sanskrit. So Sanskrit is divine language, actually.
En fait, le sanskrit, c'est la langue divine.
And this language is full of spiritual energy.
Et cette langue est pleine d'énergie spirituelle.
So we want you to awaken that spiritual power which is within all of you.
Donc, on aimerait que vous puissiez réveiller cette énergie spirituelle qui est en vous, vous tous.
For the body, it has a beginning and an end.
Donc, le corps, comme on l'a dit, a un début et une fin.
But the soul is eternal. So we're all on a spiritual journey.
Donc, le corps est temporaire, mais l'âme, elle est éternelle. Et nous sommes tous faisant partie de ce voyage spirituel.
And we've been traveling a long time in this material world.
Et ça fait longtemps qu'on voyage dans ce monde matériel.
We have taken birth many times
Naissance, beaucoup.
in different conditions and different places.
Dans différentes conditions, à différents endroits.
Now we have this opportunity to awaken spiritual consciousness.
Et maintenant, on a cette opportunité de réveiller notre conscience spirituelle.
So we want you all to consider you should try to start chanting.
Donc, on vous invite à prendre en considération l'intérêt de chanter le Maha-mantra.
And you can do things like get some beads. You know, here we have beads. If you go to Buddhism, they will also give you beads, you know, and they will also have 108 beads.
Donc, ici, nous, on a donc des japas pour réciter nos mantras. Vous savez peut-être, mais je vous dis que les bouddhistes aussi ont leur mantra, qui a aussi 108 pages.
In Buddhism, they say 108 beads are there because they say 108 different types of suffering.
Alors là, donc le japa, si on peut dire des bouddhistes, il a aussi 108 perles, mais qui représentent 108 espèces de souffrance.
But we say 108 books of knowledge. There are 108 books of knowledge, or there are 108 devotees, confident, intimate devotees of Krishna.
So,
Huh?
books, you see?
Books, yeah.
Yeah.
Upanishad, 108 Upanishad.
Il y a aussi 108 Upanishads, des livres, ça s'appelle les Upanishads.
And there are 108 confidential devotees.
Et il y a 108 dévots confidentiels, des dévots très proches de Krishna.
So it's very nice, you know, you can chant with us.
Donc, ce serait bien si
We'll show you how to use the bead. We hold the bead in the right hand. Hold the bead in the right hand between the thumb and the middle finger.
Alors, on commence comme ça, avec le majeur et le pouce. qui prend la première perle juste après la grosse perle qui représente Krishna.
Right? The thumb and the middle finger. Right? This finger is not used. This finger is considered the dirty or the unclean finger.
Celui-ci, c'est le doigt qui est considéré impur, donc il reste en l'air. Il ne touche pas le mantra, le japa.
They say when you put a curse on someone, you point at them with that
Ça
finger.
vient du fait que quand tu pointes ton doigt sur quelqu'un, déjà c'est pas poli, et puis tu peux lui envoyer des sorts, des mauvais sorts.
So we don't use that finger. We chant on the middle finger and the thumb. And we chant the whole mantra on each beat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then you go to the next beat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then you go to the next beat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. So if you can make it a daily habit, every day chant like that, one round, 108 times Maha-mantra. It's a very great beginning, it's a great start to your spiritual life. Translate.
Donc, si vous pouvez chaque jour, pardon, vous pouvez chaque jour réciter un tour de chapelet avec les 108 noms de Krishna. Vous allez sentir un grand bénéfice. C'est ça.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Midnight for Hari for Hari for Hari for Midnight for Hari for. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol.
Chanter devant. Bolo, c'est chanter, et Hari, c'est un autre nom. Pardon.
It's Haribol. Okay, any questions?
Des questions?
Yes. Nous avons 400 000 vies in corps humain. comme ça écrit dans le Bhagavad Gita. Donc, je voudrais savoir comment on peut savoir dernière vie, incorporant. Incorporant, du corps du musulman.
Est-ce que c'est possible de savoir non, English.
English, please.
Is it possible to know where we are in our numerous human life before this one?
Last incarnation.
Yes.
Is it possible to know your last incarnation? Well, is it very important to know?
Thank you, Maharaj. Est-ce que c'est vraiment important de savoir?
It's not very important to know.
C'est pas vrai.
In your last life, you were an animal, you were a tree, whatever, or even you were a human being in your last life. Does it make any difference to you now?
Est-ce que de savoir si tu as été un animal, un arbre ou un poisson ou un être humain dans la vie passée, est-ce que ça change quelque chose dans ta vie maintenant?
Now you're here in the human body.
Maintenant tu es là dans ce corps humain.
Now you have the important opportunity, the important chance.
I think that's not his question. His question is like 400,000.
Oui, c'est pareil.
So he was wondering when we would reach.
Pour savoir dernière vie.
How can we know when we're gonna reach our last incarnation in the future?
Ah, in the future?
Yeah.
Dans le futur ou dans le passé?
The latest one.
Au futur, maintenant, peut-être maintenant, ma dernière vie, c'est peut-être.
Alors voilà, yes. The question may be for the future. Do we know when will be our last incarnation?
If this one is the last one or the next one is the last one.
Or the one?
If it is the last birth, right? If it is the last birth, the one,
Yeah.
How we will know if it is our last birth or not?
Well, we will know by what is our consciousness.
On saura quand on aura pris conscience de où on est notre conscience.
At the time of leaving the body, it will determine.
Et le moment de quitter ce corps, notre état de conscience détermine.
Whatever we remember at the end of life, then that will take us to the next body.
L'état de conscience qu'on a et ce à quoi on pense au moment de la mort va déterminer quelle vie on aura.
Si je peux complémenter, est-ce que ce serait le moment où on aurait la conscience des autres vies passées?
At that moment, at a specific moment of death, will we be able to understand our past lives?
At the moment of death, we will remember all the things which we've done in this life.
On va se souvenir très rapidement, mais de tout ce qu'on a fait dans cette vie.
Voilà, à partir de ce moment-là, on va dire que peut-être que là, ce sera le moment où...
I think he wants to know if we will be able to remember all our past lives before.
No, but we'll remember this life, everything we've done in this life.
Non, mais on va se souvenir de tout ce qu'on a fait dans cette vie.
And the things which we do in this life, they're connected to our past life.
De toute façon, tout ce qu'on a vécu dans cette vie est connecté à nos vies passées.
En gros, ça veut dire à partir du moment où on sera pleinement dans le présent, à ce moment-là, on aura l'ouverture pour l'au-delà, pour la conscience pleine.
Pas vraiment, mais attends, je vais le traduire.
Ok, bonne chance.
So,
Merci.
it means he's asking if he understand correctly. If at the moment of death, if we are really on the right moment at the present, then it will be the moment where we are able to go back to home, back to Godhead. If we live the present, you know this expression, live the moment, the present.
Look for the moment.
Yeah. If we leave our body at that moment where we are fully aware and conscious of the moment, will we go to back home?
No. No. That's not the qualification for
C'est
Bhakti.
pas par ces qualifications-là qu'on va y arriver.
D'accord?
I have another question.
You what? No, but we're not finished with it. Let's finish because if you live for the moment, this moment, what are you conscious of at this moment? You say live for the moment, this moment. Yeah, but what is that moment?
Ça dépend de la qualité de ce moment présent. Ça peut être, en effet.
If we want to go back to Godhead, we have to be conscious of the Godhead.
Si on veut retourner à Dieu, il faut être conscient de Dieu.
Après, c'est subjectif, hein, il n'y a que ça. C'est quoi la qualité? Non. Il n'y a que soi qui peut la ressentir.
Bon, he's saying that it's subjective and only ourselves know if we are thinking of God or not.
Yeah, well, of course, it's true, we know ourselves what we're thinking.
Oui, bien sûr, chacun sait ce qu'il pense.
But it's important we have to think of the Godhead if we want to go to the Godhead.
Mais il faut penser à Dieu si on veut retourner à lui.
It's up to every individual.
Ça, c'est chacun. C'est ça. C'est notre choix personnel.
Pour penser à Dieu, il faut vibrer Dieu.
Mais c'est pareil. Si tu vibres Dieu, tu penses à Dieu. He is asking, do we have to think of God or to vibrate God? I say it's the same.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Think of God or vibrate. Yeah, we're chanting the name, but thinking of Him is also good.
Vibrer son nom ou y penser, si les deux sont bien.
If you think of Him or if you vibrate, no difference. Consciousness is of God.
Il faut que la conscience soit fixée, focalisée sur Dieu.
J'ai une autre question si j'abuse pas.
Je crois que monsieur avait une autre question peut-être. On revient sur toi. On revient après ou avant.
J'ai une question parce que c'est pas dans ma culture du tout. C'est le fait que d'un être humain qui, à mon avis, est le plus haut niveau, au niveau animal, on va dire, conscience, c'est de retourner dans une mouche ou dans un cafard ou dans un... Ça, c'est pas du tout dans mon...
T'as pas envie, quoi.
Non, c'est pas dans ma... ou dans ma culture ou dans ma conscience qu'on puisse régresser d'un état...
T'as pas imaginé
J'imagine pas du tout. Pour moi, c'est pas cohérent.
D'accord.
Maintenant, peut-être que j'ai pas tous les éléments.
I have another question.
Attends, on va
C'est pas fini?
on va lui... je vais en anglais.
Ah oui, pardon.
Comment tu t'appelles d'ailleurs?
Raymond.
Raymond is thinking that for himself he cannot imagine, he cannot conceive to be able to go on the lower species.
You cannot conceive to go in the lower species.
Yes, he cannot understand.
Well, if someone lives like a dog, then if in this life, or if they live like a pig, say, if you live like a pig, you'd eat everything without thinking, whatever put in front of you, you eat it, and you live dirtily with no habits, no control over this. Then if you live like a pig, then next life you can become a pig.
Ça dépend aussi justement de sa conscience, de son mode de vie. Si tu vis d'une manière très, je dis pas tu, je veux dire,
Oui.
la personne qui vit d'une manière très, dans une atmosphère très sale, qui mange n'importe quoi, qui fait absolument pas attention à ses, qui se ne contrôle pas, qui fait tout n'importe quoi.
And some souls are put into the body of a tree as like a punishment.
Il y a certaines personnes dont l'âme est mise dans des arbres pour une sorte de punition.
Like some people go half naked or naked, so then they stand like a tree. The trees are like naked, they stand there in the ground.
Alors ceux qui font vraiment pas attention qui ont aucune pudeur et qui se montrent, qui aiment s'exhiber nus, peut-être qu'ils vont avoir un corps d'arbre, qui là, ils vont pouvoir rester nus de longtemps.
So in this way, the soul is put into the body according to our qualification.
L'âme se réincarne dans différents corps qui correspondent à nos qualifications.
The animals, they do four things. They will do four things: eat and sleep and mate and defend.
Les animaux, basiquement, ont quatre activités qu'on a aussi, mais eux, c'est vraiment, ils ont quasi que ça. Ils mangent, ils dorment, ils s'accouplent et ils se défendent.
So if we only do these four things, then we are also living like animal. Although we are two-legged animals, but we are living like animals.
Donc c'est là qu'on peut penser qu'on a une nature animale si on ne fait que ça.
So
Notre vie est focalisée sur ces quatre activités.
So next life, we get the animal body.
Et donc, dans une vie prochaine, on aura un corps d'animal qui correspond mieux à notre style de vie.
The soul is put into the lower form of life, like the animal or the plant. It's a punishment because they did not use the body properly.
Et toutes ces formes de corps, c'est une manière de vivre qui est comme une punition, puisqu'on n'a pas réussi à utiliser cette forme humaine de manière positive, de manière à monter et non pas à descendre.
Ah, ce serait une autopunition, alors.
Oui. Non, parce qu'on ne se rend pas compte. He's asking if it's an auto-punishment. He's asking is a punishment to get a lower body.
Is it a punishment?
A punishment that we
Self-punishment.
self-punishment.
Well, it's a punishment given by the material nature. The laws of nature, material nature. Just like we have government, there's a law of Switzerland, there's a government, there's a universal government, and there are laws, the laws of nature.
Tout comme dans un pays, on a des lois et un gouvernement qui régissent les lois du pays, le monde matériel est régi par les lois de la nature.
So you could say, yes, it's self-punishment. We're responsible for our activities. If we do not act properly, the proper way, then we get reactions.
Donc oui, on peut appeler ça une autopunition, mais c'est une manière c'est les lois de la nature qui te punissent, et donc tu peux choisir, quand tu es conscient de tout ça, d'être puni par les lois de la nature matérielle ou pas.
Comme on a choisi d'être puni par des gouvernements corrompus.
Les lois de la nature. Okay, we go now on the point that he's pointing on the fact that there are some corrupted government. So of course, corrupted government will punish people in a corrupted way. So,
après, j'arrête, si vous me demandez.
Non, mais je comprends qu'on se pose ces questions. C'est vrai que now he is saying, okay, I don't want to go through these questions.
No, he's just saying maybe he'll leave the word to someone else after.
Yes, he has also said that.
Yeah, governments become corrupted, but this universal government, it's on a higher level. It's directly under the control of the Supreme.
And the example you gave, it's a basic example, but of course, l'exemple qu'il a donné, c'est un exemple d'un gouvernement qui devrait ne pas être corrompu. Puisqu'en fait, quand on parle des lois de la nature, c'est des lois de la nature qui sont divines, donc en fait, elles sont pas corrompues. Voilà.
Mais c'était peut-être pas le bon exemple.
He she said that it was maybe not a good example to take the
No,
government.
it's because mostly almost all of the governments are corrupted now, so probably was not the really proper.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're thinking in our own level, but on a higher level, there's a government which is above corruption. On the absolute platform, you see, there's the universal government, which is not like.
Yeah, I totally understand that. It's just because we are talking about the world government all the time, the corrupted one. That's why we came to it.
Well, the problem is that we are thinking much more about the corruption in comparison what we should do to integrate what will be our future. Because I think that if we talk all the time about the corruption, we are perhaps not corrupt, but does it change anything?
It doesn't change it.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yes?
In the yogic philosophy, is it different from the Taoist one, where God is in everything? It's like in Qi. Qi is everywhere. It's like in prana. Is that it? Because in Taoist philosophy, it's God is within us, is in everything, and we don't need to reach God because we are already, quote unquote, God. All of us, because there is a part of us, and God is like living the life of you, me, her, the tree, everything.
Well, that's a dangerous philosophy to present like that. If you tell everyone that everyone is God, then you can do whatever you like. You know, you think I'm God. I can do whatever I like. I'm not responsible to anyone. Well, so I'm in the body of a tree. Yes, but I'm God, right? What kind of God is it in the tree? We have to understand everything is the energy of God. But at the same time, God is a person above all these things. So we are God in the sense that we're tiny parts of God.
Yes, of course.
Just like the spark comes from the fire, and it has the qualities of the fire. So we have the qualities, but in a very different quantity. Our quantities are very minute, whereas God is very great.
Of course, you're pointing that out, and that's what I meant. It's not like the full God, like just we have a bit of spark.
Well, certainly the Taoists, they're understanding everything is God, that they don't have so much the conception that God is also a person, separate from us. And we have a relationship with that person, that supreme divine person. You see, the Taoist is more impersonal, leaning towards the impersonal, that everything is simply energy, God. But there's also the person, the possessor of that energy. And so we have to understand both the impersonal and the personal. God is everything in our He's both impersonal and personal. And He exists as a person. Just as you and I are persons, God is also a person. He's an individual. But at the same time, He's everywhere and He's in everything by His all-pervading energy. Just the light of the sun. The sun is in one place, but the light of the sun is spread everywhere. Even in this room, the light is coming in the room. So
we cannot say that the sun is in the room.
Yeah, we say the sunlight is coming in the room, but the sun planet is there, you see. And in the sun planet, there's a sun god. There's the ruler, the sun god there on the sun planet. So we want to understand the full extent that both impersonal and personal. He's everything in our understanding, and he's beyond it also.
How can we be sure that that's actually what it is? And I mean, the yogic philosophy or the Taoist, which one is on the right path, I would say. How can we be sure? Because both of you, are sure of your philosophy.
Well, up to the individual, you have to consider it for yourself, which one do you find more acceptable? As we say, if you say, everyone is God, you can see the dangers in that presentation to tell everyone, you are God, Am I God? What kind of God am I?
A piece of God, not God.
Yes, but not everybody understands that. When you say, if you tell people you're God, not everyone understands a tiny, very fragmental piece of God. Not everyone's thinking like that. We're thinking, I'm God, I'm God, so I can enjoy, I can do whatever I want. Nobody can check me, nobody can tell me I'm wrong, and I can do whatever I like. I don't have to be responsible to anyone because I myself am the supreme.
So you're basically talking on a political way of not saying that or avoiding to say that because the repercussions would be dramatic.
Yeah, repercussions would definitely be there. Yeah.
So it's a political strategy somehow.
C'est logical strategy.
Sorry for challenging.
Everything, you could say that about everything. You were saying, how do we know? So it definitely, we have to consider the pros and the cons of the different philosophies, what is being presented. But according to the time and the place and the circumstances and the people, different philosophical systems arise. So the Taoist philosophy is presented mainly in the Chinese culture there. It's more in the land of China where Taoism is prominent, where people they don't have a personal understanding of God. It's beyond their thinking. They can't think like that. And so according to their own ability to understand things, it's presented. They can understand simply energy, the idea of the energy. Even that is difficult for most of them, For the Chinese people, their way of thinking is not so much in terms of a power or anything beyond this world. They're much more on the bodily, physical platform. So, yeah.
So generally, just to understand right, when being in India, I always thought that there are all these many different gods, but not that there's one other god above, basically. That's what I understood now. Is that right? That in Hinduism, you have all the different goddess and there's one other god all above it?
Well, that's our presentation, yes. We say there's one supreme being over everyone. That's how we present the Vaishnava philosophy. But
but other Indian Hindu believer might think there's only the different gods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Other people may say, generally when they say there's many gods, they're saying ultimately there's no God. The idea of many gods, and they're saying all the gods are one, and ultimately everything is one. And ultimately we're all God, it comes to the thing, that we're all God. That there's many gods, and we're also God, and so it's all one.
But in your believing, you would not go to the temple and pray to Saraswati or someone like that?
And pray to who?
Saraswati.
Oh, Saraswati.
just name.
Well, the different gods, they have different functions. Like Saraswati, people will pray to Saraswati. The students before an exam, they'll pray to Saraswati. Because
You also do it, Vaishnavi, for example?
Means like I do it, but I know who the position of each of the gods. Like not like Saraswati cannot be the supreme god. Like
of course.
for example, I learn an instrument. She can help me. But I know that there is one supreme god. Most of the Hindus, as Maharaj said, they think all are supreme. Even there is a rain god, Indra. He can't purify me, or I am not a part and parcel of the rain god. I am a part of the parcel of Krishna, who is the supreme god. You have to know the position of each of the gods. Most of the Hindu people, they think all the gods are one. Like Saraswati, Vinayaka, all are one. They don't know the position of the supreme god and the difference between the demigods and the gods, something like that.
Thank you.
Even I didn't know. After I read these books, I got realized, because I was also born in a Hindu family. We had many pictures of gods. Yeah, but I was thinking, who can be supreme? Who is real God? Because I was going to Durga temple and many gods like that.
And it's only by Vishnu, Krishna, that we can attain the state where we live this material world. All the other gods are not able to give this possibility. They can give some bone to
So you said Krishna and Vishnu.
Vishnu, yeah, Krishna.
Also.
Yeah.
Parce que c'est pas le même.
C'est pas le même, non. Vishnu est une émanation plénière de Krishna.
Ah, ça je savais.
Mais disons que souvent, quand on parle de Lord, le Seigneur, on peut parler de Vishnu aussi. Mais tous les autres, ils ne te donnent pas la libération. Ils ne te donnent pas la possibilité de quitter ce monde matériel. Ils te donnent l'intelligence, l'argent, Ganesh, par exemple, dans tous les commerces indiens, tu as une petite statue de Ganesh parce que il est souvent.
It makes some sense also. How can there can be so many God? God is something like really such a, like there can be only one God, right? Doesn't make sense for me to imagine there can be many gods. Like they say, there is only one God, and we are all part and parcels of that one God.
Yeah, but for example, in Christianism, we're talking about guardian angels and all that.
The angels are there. Yeah.
So these other gods could be also like kind of angels,
Yeah,
or
right.
companions that are with you. You can ask help for.
Yes, that can be agreed, right? That's what like Saraswati, Vinayaka, we can all go and ask help because they can help us.
Yeah.
But generally, I learned here, like, don't go and ask them for material benefits. Ask them for some spiritual progress. Okay, help me to spiritually progress, like that. They suggest us like that because anyway, material benefits don't give us. You ask for something and it gives another problem.
Yeah, Bhagavad Gita says they worship other gods, the results will be limited and temporary. So that's why it's considered not so beneficial. Because the result, whatever result you'll get from the other gods, it will be limited and temporary.
Parce que tous les bénéfices qu'on va obtenir de cette manière, en priant les devas, les demi-dieux, comme on les appelle, ça va être limité et temporaire. And in fact, we can also say that the demigods are jivas like us.
Yes.
They are also sparks. Ils sont aussi une étincelle, en fait. Ils ont eu des corps beaucoup plus évolués que nous, mais ils vont mourir aussi comme lui. Ils vont vivre beaucoup plus longtemps, mais ils vont aussi pouvoir mourir. Alors que Krishna, non.
Do you pray any god? Do you pray any god? Do you pray to any god or
Yeah.
which god? Like
It can be, for me it can be as well. I name him God
Okay.
when I pray, but for me it's quite large. It could be also the universal energy, and
yeah.
I don't. Because my son yesterday, he was asking, for example, Mommy, and God, how is he a person? And I could not fully reply him. I was like, yeah, he might be a person, he might be light and energy. I wasn't totally sure what I should respond. So you basically gave the answer before. Then it depends of the different thinking of the people. Because some feel it more like a universal energy. You also can talk to. I think it's very personal.
Well, I said God is both personal and impersonal. That impersonality is one aspect of God, but it doesn't take away the fact that he is a person.
So what would be your exact response to my son?
Well, he should understand, yes, God is a person. He is very much a person. As you are a person, just like if we are persons, we cannot think we're something God is not. That he's also, that we're made in the image of God. We are persons. God is a person. He is the supreme person. He's the infallible person. We are fallible. We make mistakes. We can do wrong. But God is perfect. He's the infallible, supreme person. And his body is not affected by the effects of time and the material energy. But to say he is energy, energy has a source. So he is, there's the energetic as well as the energetic means the source of the energy, where the energy comes from. Just like you have your energy, I have my energy, God also has his energy. So if you say he's simply energy, that's just one aspect. But that energy comes, where does it come from? It has to come from someone, from some place. So that energy, the source of all energy is the supreme God. So some people, they just worship the energy. They will worship, I was telling like Durga, they worship the energy. But the energy is just, it has to come with whose energy is it? Well, we understand that there's a supreme over everything, that supreme Lord. I was saying absolute truth. The concept of the absolute truth could be more clear than just talking about God, because there can be many gods, but there's only one absolute truth.
We can also see that in this world, we have so many different personalities, different kind of person, and we always look for the one who is more beautiful, more famous, more kind. We are instinctively looking for the perfection. We like what is beautiful, what is intelligent.
Yeah, we have to understand we can have a relationship with God. And he's a very kind, loving person. But it depends on us, how we approach him. Just like if your son always comes to you, oh, Mommy, I want money. Mommy, give me this. Mommy, buy me that, But if he comes and just tells you, oh, I'm so glad you're my mother. I love you so much. You're my mother. It's a different relationship. You can have different relationships with people. And the same way we can have a different relationship with God. Is God just someone we go to ask for or to help us when we're in trouble? Well, it can be like that, but we can have also we can have a more intimate, loving relationship with Him. And that's more satisfying. And you yourself as a mother, you want to know how much your son loves you. You don't just want a son who comes to you all the time, mommy, money, give me this. Right? But you want the son who will give you love. So God is like that as a person. He also wants to see the love of His parts and parcels. We are all like the children of God. He's like the Father, and we are all His children. We have a relationship with Him. So if you just have a relationship with an energy, impersonal, it's not quite the same. Just like if if your son is impersonal with you, it's not so pleasing. But what's pleasing is the fact that he thinks of you as a person, and he tries to please you. So that's our thinking in Krishna consciousness. We think, how can we please Krishna? That's why we chant the Maha-mantra. We chant the Maha-mantra and we offer our food to Krishna. And we offer incense to Krishna. We do worship of Krishna. This is how we can please Krishna. It's very personal. That relationship which we have. We all have that relationship. And Krishna wants that kind of relationship more than He wants somebody who just comes and says, give me money, give me this, give me a wife, give me more children, give me happiness, give me. That's not so satisfying. So many people pray to God, but they often pray like that. They just simply pray what they need, what they want. So we have to there's a higher relationship, a loving reciprocation.
I have a question. In the Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita, do they talk about the time between a death, a human death, and the next incarnation? It's not immediately, I think. It's not. You die and then you go to the animal or the next incarnation. What do they talk about?
Well, for some people it takes some time, and some other people it can be quite quick. It will depend. You see, for sinful people, usually what happens is they're taken to the god of death. There's a god of death called Yamaraj. Yamaraj. Yama means death and Raja means the king. So Yamaraj, he's the king of death, and he punishes the sinful people. So they take the sinful souls to Yamaraj, and Yamaraj will punish them. He'll place them into different situations according to what they've done, according to their crime. They get, and you can see that in the Buddhist temples, they often show this kind of stuff. Different kinds of hell, different kinds of hell which they put people through. It's in the Bhagavatam, in the 5th canto. Different kinds of hell, information is given there. Different kinds of hell for people according to the sins.
And do you believe that hell does exist?
Well, you have to think about it. Do you believe you're the body? Do you believe you're not the soul? You don't believe in the soul? You think you're just a body? You think at the time of death everything is finished?
No, but it could be, I mean, that there's no hell. I mean, this is possible. We could be punished in other ways. There must not be a hell.
Even in this life, we can experience there's hell. You can see some situations are very hellish. You know, even now in this very lifetime, some situations are hell and some are heaven. Some people live in heaven and some people live in hell. You know, when I go sometimes for book distribution, you know, I go around distributing, I see some of the conditions and how people are living. I think, oh God, it's like hell.
So you think it's basically the same up there like it is here, kind of?
Well, similarly, the time of death, there's a greater hell. You know, there's other descriptions of hell. They're described there in the scriptures. They tell, and the Buddhists also have it too. If you go to a Buddhist temple, they generally show these different kinds of hell, the different kinds of punishments which people get for different sins. And it makes sense. In the Christian Bible, I'm a Christian, I'm not born a Hindu, I was brought up a Christian. So in the Christian Bible it says, as you sow, so shall you reap. So you get the results. And of course, generally Christians don't believe in reincarnation. They think only one judgment. Right? They say only one judgment, the time of death. Either you go to heaven or you go to hell. Right? Yeah, so the Christian, they don't believe in reincarnation. But if there's no reincarnation, then what kind of God is it? That he doesn't give you any chance of redemption.
Stupid.
Yeah, you know, if there's
One example.
only one judgment and no other chance, then you're finished at the time. You know, if you don't get another chance. But God arranges for punishment to rectify us so that we will improve ourselves. You see, so that's why hell is there. It's there to warn us. You know, if you're going to do like that, you're going to suffer. You know, you're going to get reactions for it. It makes us think more about what we're doing, and so that concept of hell is like a warning, and it helps us to lead a better life and to be more careful what we do.
But the Christian history say that, in my knowledge, that there was reincarnation in the concept of Christianity in the old time.
Yeah, it was there. They wrote it out because they thought if people know there's reincarnation, they won't be serious and they'll just think, oh, well, next life I'll become a, you know. So they took reincarnation out. They thought make people more serious about doing properly. Because if they think, oh, I can take birth again, so they won't worry about it and they'll just go on taking birth again and again. But it was there in the past, in the Bible. So reincarnation, you know, we have to understand that you get the body according to what you deserve.
So, sorry, what's the highest reincarnation? Because when you were saying that, like a tree or an animal or maybe a stone, you were like more regressing.
Yes.
Is the human body or
The human body, human life is very special. It's the great opportunity because in the human form of life, we can inquire. We're not just meant for only, the animal propensities, eating and sleeping, but we're meant for inquiry, for investigation, to understand about who I am and why I am here, where am I going? To ask these kind of questions and to understand more about how to get out of this world of birth and death.
So we could reincarnate in someone even better?
Well, better than human life. The human life is the better. There's higher forms of life, like in heavenly planets, you can live more opulently, more luxuriously, better looking, better knowledge, longer life. But the problem is we get more attached to the enjoyment, and it becomes more difficult to be serious about self-realization. So even people on the higher planets, they would rather be here on this planet, where it's not so heavenly, but it's also not too hellish. It's considered the best situation to develop self-realization and to perfect our existence. It's the best situation to get free of birth and death.
So you believe that there's other planets with other beings?
Oh, absolutely, yes. We have information. It's all information is given there in scriptures about higher planets and different forms of life and different planets.
Deva, we were speaking about, they are living in those different planets.
Yeah.
And do you also think there is like extraterrestrial, like not human appearance, like different kind of appearance?
Yeah, it can be, yes. Just like on the sun planet, people will have a fire body because the planet's fire. So to live on the sun planet, you would have to have a fire body. And some other planets will be more an ethereal body. According to the atmosphere, you have to take on the similar body. We're on the Earth planet, so our bodies are more water with Earth. You see?
And do you think that these people from other planets, they can freely move around, or some of them, they can come to visit us and mix between us?
Well, it's possible, yes. Certainly in the higher planets they can. They have that facility that they can travel. Do
you also think that there's some hybrids, like on Earth, mixed from our human being that we know with other beings of other planets?
That's not very common. That would be very, people on higher planets wouldn't like to mix with the people like us. We're considered lower. If you have a higher body, you like to keep that higher form. But it does happen. Mahabharata tells about these kind of things. Beings coming down from higher planets and taking birth here, taking birth by unusual means, and then marrying here and producing offspring. It does happen, but not very common. Especially at this particular time, this age, people are very irreligious. And generally people in the higher planets, they don't like to come here at this time because there's not a great deal of piety and not much religiosity here. The qualities are degraded so much, it's not attractive to the beings on the higher planets.
And do you think that like people that are that show more kindness, but like really naturally, and not just to be kind, coming naturally, like being very helpful, being helping other people, etc. Do you think they have incarnated already more times than others, being more greedy, for example?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So theoretically, we get a better person by every reincarnation, like normally maybe
Yeah,
there might be exceptions.
Right? Mm. Yes, we get the results of their work. Like the beings in the higher planets, they've done a lot of piety. They've done a lot of maybe austerities and sacrifices and charity and so on to be able to enter into the higher planets. But that higher planets, as I said, there's more opportunity for material enjoyment there, and you become attached to these things. And we don't think about getting out of the wheel of birth and death. So even the beings on the higher planets, they would rather come here because they think it's better to be here on this planet, on Earth, which is in the middle of the universe, because you don't get so attached. There's not so much luxury and not so much sense gratification, and it's not so hellish. So it's considered the ideal situation for self-realization.
So you would say that there's like on another planet it could be like mostly like hell? Like
Yes, some planets are hell. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I said Yamaraj, the king of death, he has some planets, which are hellish planets, the lower regions in the universe.
There are 24, something like that.
14.
14.
40 planets.
14 different levels.
1-4.
1-4.
14
hellish planets?
No,
No, they are
lower.
lower. Yeah.
Earth is in the middle, like about 7, and then
14 below.
Below and then 14 above.
7 below, 7 above.
Oh, okay, totally 14.
14,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Patalaloka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patalaloka,
Sorry.
Sutalaloka, all these places.
It's very opulent in Swargaloka. There is higher planet.
We wouldn't like to go there. There's no light, there's no sunlight there. It's below the region of the sun. The sunlight doesn't shine there.
You mean when you say 7 level below,
Yeah.
that each below,
One session.
each level is worse and worse.
Yeah, go.
Well, maybe not necessarily like that.
Not necessarily. Okay.
Okay. So I think we could stop here.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay,
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So we would like to just this.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
We would like to thank Fesai for organizing this session. She has gone to the bathroom.
Okay.
And we want to thank Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Vijnavinath Maharaj. He has come on the way to Europe. And this is very difficult to understand everything in one session. We are planning sessions on Friday evenings. You can come again. Like we can meet again. What time suits you all? Like on a Friday evening suits you? Yeah. Or
And the vendredi,
one day evening?
réunion,
Yeah, venue is in the Suberon Hall.
Tous les vendredis.
le vendredi.
Alors, mais quelle manche horaire t'arrange le plus?
Ah, moi, personnellement,
Yes.
Moi, j'ai pas réfléchi à ça.
I didn't think about it.
Okay, no problem. I can write. Oh, we are looking for both. So we want to really thank Cecile for collecting all of them and organizing this session.
Especially
And then also we want to give to you Bhagavad Gita in French.
Oh, you even have it in French?
Yes. So please, you can take it from Maharaj, Guru Maharaj.
Yes.
Yes. We want to give it to Cecile. If you read the introduction of Bhagavad Gita, there is so
La
many clear-
Bhagavad Gita, tel quel est.
Yeah.
Tel quel est.
Thank you very much.
Merci, Hare Krishna.
So we can have Prashad there.
Cécile. Elle voulait aussi.
Maharaj.
C'est
To the other people.
J'ai pas pu le lire.
Ah, tu l'as à la maison?
Bah, jamais, je l'ai donné.
This English.
On m'a dit les lunettes.
C'est ce que j'en ai fait. Je n'ai pas bien vu. Je peux pas lire ça.
But this is
Ah, dommage, j'arrive au temps.
this is in English.
Alors, je sais pas si c'est le même. Ouais, c'est vrai.
Oui, moi j'arrive. Oui, avec la lumière. Si, non, c'est vrai
Non,
que c'est écrit petit, mais
C'est pas le même.
avec la lumière, ça va. C'est encore plus petit.
C'est 2 fois plus petit.
Mais c'est vrai que c'est petit, mais ça va pour le
Bah, tant mieux.